I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Well, morning. We thought we'd be rained out already. The forecast was rain by 4 this morning, something like that. Not yet. We got a bunch of rain forecast, so 1.5 inches to 2 inches to 3 inches. They don't really know yet because it's weather, right? So Dad's getting the first load of spraying going. I went till 1:30 Saturday night. It is now Monday morning. So I'm gonna put some inoculant in. I almost got caught up to the sprayer that night. Tim's coming over the Super Bees, and yeah, I forgot his camera. So I guess you just get me for a while till we get rained out. Well, here comes the first sprinkles. Does look like it's moving in pretty good. Got almost 200 acres in this morning, so that was worth getting out of bed for. All right, I got a theory. Since we've got those air guard air dryers on the back of the cart that dries out the humidity, if my hood stays dry and it's like evaporating off of there faster than it can like make enough water and let it run off, maybe my air dryer is working the same. Maybe it's a bad theory, but I'm gonna go with it because I'm trying to seed this area here quickly because it's always really wet. And if we get an 1.5 inches of rain like they're forecasting, that's gonna be a problem. We've been stuck before in that low spot, so we have a little break in the weather, just a little sprinkle to start with, and then the big one's coming the way it looks. So I'm gonna keep going. Well, now it is officially raining. Yep. It's amazing.
Well, don't think we'll be running the air seeders tomorrow. It's keeping the robins happy though. Anyway, a little downtime. We're back in the shop. Lauren just got done changing the oil. What are your feelings on the oil filter location?
It's really good if you want to lubricate your front axle.
Oh. We decided that if we wanted to change the oil again, we'll just sell it. To get the oil filter out, which is that one, is right above the front axle. So it was quite a bear for him to get, and the oil plug was like, what, that long?
Yeah.
Way long oil plug. Kind of weird. Anyway, I've been putting the cab back together, cleaning that up. And yeah, I got this back together, all the wires tucked away, zip tied up nice. Working on maybe finding some matching black Gorilla tape to fix that hole. That should pretty much wrap up the cab other than just general clean it up, things like that. Currently, my vice grips are holding the steering wheel up because it doesn't stay up like it should. Probably that gas shock, but that brake that's supposed to lock it, that doesn't even do anything. And the hydrostat handle, see if I can't find a way to fix that spring so the hydrostat handle should spring load towards you, so that way you have to push it out and then go. But it just kind of flops around, so I might try and figure that out before there is a plastic piece here, put that back on. Like I said, just gotta tidy things up a bit. I think it's about ready to go.
Well, not much happened here yesterday, but rain. Tim told him he could have a couple days off, and Dad ran to town. I did some office work, and then actually took a little nap. I actually got to run to town today, and so I got to do a couple of things this morning, then we're going to head in, but let's go look at the rain gauge. This is the first time that I can remember in at least 5 years that we've had a 2-day soaking rain. Let's go see the rain gauge. I'm not going to say the drought's over completely, but that definitely helps. All right. Well, when we got rained out on Monday, we came back to the shop here. Tim worked on the RoGator, got rid of the old Phoenix 300 receiver for the GPS. We sent off the Smart Tracks box to get the switches fixed on the front of that. That's going to Egg Express in Indiana to get fixed. Put this back together. We did find out, we did fix the throttle switch. Figured out on the ECU which wire ran the throttle up and down. It's actually ran into the PTO increase and decrease, which makes sense because it's just a switch that would work like a PTO on a truck for running the idle up and down. And yeah, this thing I think is put together well enough that it's ready to go. So I'll do a little bit of that yet with the ground that the disc drill seated. So that is the purpose of this. Oh yeah, and that doesn't work right. Missing the shock seal or something. I don't know what's going on in there. I need to build a new holder for all of this. Yeah, as you can see, a little rusty. Not my proudest painting job, but it'll work. Lid's over here. Let that dry and get it put back on. Well, put on, because it's new. Now that we figured out how to do the one side, now we gotta work on the other side. These half fender holders have a bolt welded into the piece there. The nut on the inside, and of course you can't get to the nut on the inside because there's a cross member right there, so let's try it this way. Is it the right direction?
Yep.
I'm not going to tighten it and twist it off now, am I?
Lucy.
I went to town yesterday and came back. Dad had the Fender. He was halfway through taking this off again. Couldn't. Later
Leave
found
well
out.
enough alone, could you?
I washed it off. I washed it out because I couldn't get the socket in there, and then I went all over the yard looking for extensions. Finally got enough extensions. Now this stupid one on those red sets you can't put a ratchet in this end. It's just Then I found out that the nut's welded.
The bolt head.
The bolt head is welded inside there, so that when you put it on, you just turn the nut. You know. I couldn't get the right socket on it.
Now we know.
Finally, then I cut it off about 3 inches long, and if I would have left it longer, I could have got a good pipe wrench on there and turned it once I figured that out, but I didn't. We torched it off when we got home. But I did stay at Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I relived some childhood memories of cutting close hole by hand and it was rotted off close. Got one of those little end tractors going and used the 3-point.
They're supposed to figure that out and everything?
No, I need one.
Oh.
That was the day before yesterday. So I replaced that with a railroad tie, which that one was easy because it was in really soft ground and once I got around the post and could pull it out, I had to have the hole dug for me. And dropped the railroad tie and it like a fence tees and then gates latch into it. And so I got that all situated and it looks really nice. And then yesterday morning I was like, well, while it's soft and rain, I'll go ahead and start. I need this brace post here. I'll go ahead and start on that while the ground's soft. And I made it about that far. And it was just rock the whole way. And the rocks never got any softer. I was like, oh, wait till I get a pool digger. Go back to doing other stuff. I'm a little sore from that.
Well, we set up blocks underneath of the fenders. Talks in the instructions about putting boards or whatever on top of the tires, but we know how much height we need, and this is a lot more stable, kind of holds them in place like that. So we're ready to start drilling them. Once they're drilled, we've got these plastic supports on the inside on the bolts. Those go on the inside, and then some lock nuts on the outside, washers. So time to get them mounted. It's ready to go.
There's some drill bits with quarter inch.
RobMarPlastics.com. That's where we got these fenders from. Once they're all bolted on and stuff, they're pretty solid. Kind of flimsy before you get them mounted, but I think they got enough give and flex where If the trailer hits him, it's not going to destroy him. Flexible enough for that, so. Done. Get it out of here.
Alright, morning everyone. These guys are making noise over there. But, thought I'd show you. Tony built this box. By the way, catch up. I've been gone for the last 2 days. Rain, they were doing shop projects. I stayed home, did some home projects. Got a lot of stuff done. Seems like it doesn't seem like I got a lot of stuff done, but I got a lot of stuff done. Just, anyway, long story, fill you in later. So, I'm back, I'm gonna work on this. I've already got this box that Tony built mounted back on there. Now I gotta put these guys back in. But, these were the spacers that were in between these modules or whatever you call them. So, they're pretty much gone. So we're gonna make new ones out of PVC. I bet my head was in that thing the whole time, and all you saw was the back of my hat and my balding head. Such a great videographer, aren't we? Deal. Done deal. I think we're done. Again, the box on the other side is done. We fixed the cab level bracket thing. Fixed the oiler lines that go in. Topped it off with hydraulic fluid. Engine oil was changed. Ladder was fixed by Warren and Tony. I think we're done for now. This is like an ongoing project or a never-ending project. I'm not sure which. But we're gonna get it out of the shop and do some other stuff. Well, some of you may remember this bumper that came off of Tony's other pickup. He did a little welding, putting these brackets in for updates that came with the truck Defender, or came from truck Defender, sorry. So anyway, we found a home for it. And it's not just gonna take up space in the tool shed. Putting it on this thing. This is a, what did we say, 2020? 3500, it's a nice farm pickup. Put a flatbed on it. Tony put running boards on it. I put mud flaps on it. Warren put fuel in it.
Kim put a dent in it?
I have not put a dent in it yet. I will say yet. But anyway, Tony picked this up, used pickup, pretty nice one. And we're just trying to deer-proof it a little bit. And we can put that bumper to use.
There we go, bumper is all done. We wired the fog lights into the high beam, so I didn't mess with that yet too. They're so bright anyways, they don't work in fog. They're really nice on high beams, and then they automatically shut off. But yeah, I got the new strap iron put in. That should protect the headlights a little bit better from a deer. But yeah, it's a LTZ, I don't remember what it is. Cloth interior, pretty nice pickup. Gonna replace that 08 Dodge for the farm use. Tim's using that for his own pickup now to get to work and use on the farm rather than the old bad Av. I think keeps on having little problems, so not really reliable for him to work. So that's why we bought that, so he could have a good reliable pickup. He can haul the bales for his milk cows and just use it for all around whatever he needs a pickup for. All right, onto the service truck. Well, the service truck fuel tank has a leak. Been leaking diesel. Real slow drip, but we're gonna finally fix it. So I think Dad's got everything disconnected. We'll use the crane to pop it off of here and weld it. Here comes the smoke machine, so we can get the fumes out of here. I just, I don't know where it's leaking at. We're going to pressure test it first to see, but it's obviously in this region right here. Am I feeling that from you, or is it a big old hole somewhere else? I know I can feel air blowing somewhere. Oh, is this coming from you though?
I'll put your hand over here.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Well, end of the weld. I should have gone a little further with it. It's cracked further down. Just got to go past this bottom right weld a little further. Doesn't sound as cool as I thought it was gonna. Smoke coming out of there. You can see it or not, but it is. There you go. Found the end of the crack, drilled a hole, got it ground out, ready to welding. Alright, it's all welded up. See if it's fixed. Not seeing anything bubbling. Yeah, I think we're good. Imagine that thing pops like that every time we fill it. It isn't good for that weld.
Is there a cross member there?
There's two vertical.
Yeah, or is it that between them?
No, that's the weld that was cut in the side of the tank for that baffle. That's what's leaking. So there's another weld up here somewhere. Two vertical plates in there for bracing. I just didn't build the tank thick enough when we built it. It's only 10 gauge. It should have been 3/16, I guess. Oh well. It's lasted quite a few years this way.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.